Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to look at vector indexing and slicing. So the first thing we'll do is look at the previous data. So I'm going to use the vectors data that we created earlier, and we'll we'll create a new vector from scratch. So we'll call this one hits on web page. And we're going to create a vector. Remember, we use that as a placeholder symbol, and we use a combine function to create a vector. So we're going to say 1050, 2030, 2040. I can't even say and type. 1345, 2345. We could say that this is daily hits over a week or something. We'll have 7 values. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2030. 2132, and then 8000 2830. So we've got that. Let me just pull this up a little bit and drop that down. So yeah, we've got hits on a web page. So if we wanted to select one element, we know that there's 7 items there. So to index one value, you can use this notation. So you call your hits on web page, and then you open square brackets and say I want the 3rd item from there. I know that that's going to return this because that's the 3rd item in the range, or the 3rd item in the vector. So it outputs 1345. So that's simple enough. That's indexing a value. That's indexing one value. So let's talk about indexing multiple values. So multiple values can be indexed more or less in the same way. So if I want to know hits on a web page and I want to use, let's say, I'm going to use the combine function again, and I'm going to say give me element 1, give me element 2, and give me element 7. So it will return this one, and that one. So you basically do it again in your bracketed notation, but this time within the parentheses I use the combine function, similar to what I've done here. So if I run that line, I've now got 3 entries, and they should coincide with the order in which they appear. So they're essentially indexed. It's their index number. Every vector is assigned an index number. Instead of doing this for multiple elements though, I can use something called slicing. So instead of explicitly declaring those, we can do something like this. So I could go hits on a web page, Hutz, that's my name, I don't know why I've typed that. And I could then open my brackets, but this time say I want to return the last 3. So 5, 6 and 7. I can then say I want 5:7. So that means give me elements 5 to 7 in that vector. And that gives me the last 3 elements there. I could also do something called indexing on names. So hits on a web page, we're going to assign them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're going to use the names command. We've done this previously. Hits on a web page, and then we're going to use the combine function to set those names. So we use we said Monday, so Monday, Tuesday. As you can see, text single quotation, double quotations, it really doesn't matter in R. I use single quotations a lot because I'm used to writing SQL programs. Friday, Saturday, and our friend Sunday. Let's get the blues on Sunday, eh? Before work. Okay. Sunday. So we've got those now assigned. I've just run that line. I've got hits on a web page named. Look. So to then index that, I could say hits on web page, give me the value of Monday. That returns the relevant value. So instead of referencing it by index number, I've now referenced it based on its assigned name. You can also use comparison operators to index values. So we're going to use a few less than, greater than kind of things. So this notation, you do it again in the same. So I'm going to go hits on a web page, create a black bracket, and then I have to say again where hits on a web page is greater than, and let's say 2040, so it will give me all those that are greater than 2040. So if I run that, it gives me Thursday, Saturday and Sunday have got greater than 2040. We could also say give me those that are less than 2040. We could say give me all those that are equal to. In R you have to use a double equals if you're testing a condition. So that will just give me, that will just give me the Tuesday value because I know that's 2040. You can use the greater than equal to 2040, so it'll include Tuesday this time, the 2040 value. You could say give me everything else, so not equal, so exclamation mark equals, and it'll give me everything but Tuesday. You could say give me those that aren't Tuesday as well, another way to do it. Yeah, we've already covered that, sorry, I'm labouring the point there. But yeah, essentially you can then select subsets of that data based on conditional operation functions. The great thing about vectors is that you can also use functions with vectors. The functions are going to be stuff like give me the sum of everything. So I'm going to do what's my total hits on web page across that week. So I've got 13,772 hits over that weekly period. Give me the mean. So in some applications they use average, but actually I don't like that term average. It should be mean if it's the arithmetic mean. So it's, as we know, the sum of all the elements divided by the count of all the elements. We take the max value, hits on a web page, and then that's 2830 because that's the maximum value, that's Sundays. Give me the min, hits on a web page. 1050, give me the standard deviation. So that tells you how much the data varies or deviates within that range. You could also say give me the median of hits on a web page. Essentially you can apply any different function that you want that's a part of the R inbuilt functions. You could look on the CRAN website for all the different web functions in R, and you can use the help system as well for searching for things like what does the mean mean. And that'll give you the arithmetic mean, how it'll probably give you a formula, links to how you use it in R, and anything else. Another way to do that would be to call it on the command line, so help, and give me help on sum. That'll give you a sum of the vector elements lot. You could say give me a help on the min function. What does that do? I know it's the minimum value out of the range, but if you really wanted to, maximum and minima, gives you all the reading and all the not very nice examples sometimes in R's help. They're not very helpful, but that's one way you can do it. You could also do it in the console window itself. Help on standard deviation, say. and then instead of pressing run like we've done in script, you just hit enter there, and that will run just one line individually. I'm going to Control and L to clear the console window. But yeah, essentially that's how you create a vector. You then can select elements out of the vector singularly or multiple elements. You can select by name. You can do operations on that vector. So we looked at greater than equals, less than equals, equal to, not equal to. That's the not equal to symbol. Like I say, I've got a list of operators that you can use. I'll just flash that on the screen in a minute. So these are the operators that you can use. Like I say, exactly equal to, greater than equal to, greater than. These are some kind of XOR functions, or X and Y, so if it occurs together or if it occurs separately. So they're not mutually exclusive, etc, etc. But yeah, that's a list of the operations that you can use. So that's it, wrap up. Please subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. In the next session we're going to look at data frames, which are the core power of R. So say we've got vectors, but how we then store multiple vectors in a kind of set of data items. So it's similar again to Excel. If we had multiple columns of data, that would be a data frame in R. Okay, look forward to seeing you again. Thanks guys, please tune in.